So let's scroll down to client email. And Acuity Scheduling does a fantastic job of their general email form. And let's take a look at the preview so that you can see what the client sees. We're going to scroll all the way down to preview template, and it says appointment scheduled for. It'll have the client's name, the what, the when, and the where. And at the bottom of that email, the client can cancel or reschedule the appointment on their own without having to reach out to you, which is going to save you a lot of time. So if you want to make some tweaks to the email, you can. You can edit the subject line if you want to. By default, it says new appointment. You may want to make it more exciting, like I can't wait to see you, or let the countdown begin, or however you want to make it. We do have the ability to edit the colors. So if you highlight a word, we can change the background color. So I'm going to change it back to none. And we can also change the font color. And that's just going to make it stand out. You can also customize the sections within the email. The where is the appointment address. So whatever address you entered during the calendar settings setup, that is the address that is going to show here. But you also have the opportunity to enter whatever you want here. We can also change the message and we can add additional information. So if you feel that there is some need to know information for this appointment, go ahead and include it in the email. I look forward to seeing you. So we can add buttons to the email. So if by default you're going to set up your site to collect the deposit for the appointment, you might want to throw a pay button in, which would basically give the customer the ability to pay the remaining balance. It's up to you. But this is a really nice setup. Also, you do have the ability to make multiple templates. So in my opinion, this confirmation page is going to work for all of your appointment types. But if you feel the need to create a secondary confirmation form for a group of services, you can do that. And it's basically going to put them into groups. So we have our initial confirmation, and then we have initial confirmation 2. Now, we can't change the name of the groups. It's just initial confirmation 2. If you had a third one, it would be initial confirmation 3. And the process for changing information and customizing it would be exactly the same. So now we're going to go over to reminders. So you can send up to 3 reminder emails to your clients prior to the appointment. So we can send the email 24 hours before, 48 hours before, and 1 hour before. Now keep in mind you can go in and change the hours before they are notified. So right here it says 1, we can make it 4. You just have to remember to save the settings. If you go in and make any tweaks, you want to save the settings each time. Alright, so if we look at the cancellation tab, this is a general email that is sent to the clients if they cancel the appointment. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We're going to preview the template and it says appointment canceled. Again, you can make it your own by changing the title of the email, the subject line, the colors. If we tap on the rescheduling tab, the client will get an email once their appointment has been rescheduled. It's going to show them the old appointment time and the new appointment time. And again, they get to change the appointment on their own right from the email. And remember, Clients can also respond to these emails. So when they book their appointment and they get that confirmation email, if they hit reply, they get to send an email to you and it's going to be sent to your personal email address. All right, so when we tap on the follow ups tab, you can actually customize follow up emails. You may want to schedule some emails to thank clients for scheduling appointments, and that's always nice. Everybody likes to feel appreciated. So you can go in here and customize it to send a certain number of days after their appointment. 1 day after, 2 days after. We can choose to send the follow up email after each appointment, or we can choose to only send the follow up email if the client does not have any upcoming appointments. And this process is the same. We would either use the default subject, which is how was your appointment? Now, as you can see, there is a percentage first percentage. This is a custom value field. It basically means that the system is automatically going to insert the client's first name. So it's going to be highly personalized, which we love because we love feeling like people are paying attention to us. So it's automatically going to pull in the name and then ask the question that you wanted to ask. Right, so you have a free form option here. Type in whatever you want to type in. All right, so I have went ahead and saved my template for follow-up. And this email is going to be sent out 1 day after the appointment has been completed. And sometimes people don't always tell you how they really feel in person. So this is a nice opportunity to kind of get in the heads of your clients and see if they are actually enjoying your service. I do think that this can be helpful because a lot of times we only see things from our point of view. So this is definitely a great way to gain some insight. So if you have clients who have purchased subscription packages or gift certificates, this is a general email that will go out to them after that has been purchased. And then this is a new feature, which is nice. So we have the ability to send receipts. By default, the feature is turned on, but you can turn it off. I do think that it's nice to just leave it on because it eliminates any questions. Sometimes clients forget. They may have misread something. They may have thought they were paying for one thing and are under the impression that they have been overcharged. So all they'll have to do is look at that email and it'll be broken down for them right there. The payment confirmation, it'll have the date and the order summary. So if they had a main service and an add-on, it'll all be listed here as well as the total price. Acuity Scheduling really goes all out to make sure that they have literally dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's, and that's why I rock with Acuity.